Iron Maiden's fifth album, Powerslave, is one of their best, and it's also got one of the most fantastic covers on it. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you just sit there staring at this for the longest time. And of course, it resulted in one of their all time best stage shows. As it turns out, this is the album that got me into Iron Maiden, and I actually had never heard of them. I went to see them in concert at Merriweather Post Pavilion in Columbia, Maryland, and I actually went to see Accept opening for them because I was really into Accept, who had just come out with Metal Heart, fantastic album. Um, and then this other band, Iron Maiden, comes on. I'm like, what is this? You know, the stage show was amazing. The huge mummy guy walking around, Eddie. Um, I came away with something stuck in my head, and I never figured out which song it was. It was probably Run to the Hills. But next thing I know, I'm a huge Maiden fan. This was the first album I actually listened to because that was the one that was out at the time, and someone I knew had that. It's got some of the best songs. I think this album starts and ends strong, but in the middle, it's a little bit weak. Aces High and 2 Minutes to Midnight, fantastic songs. At the end, Power Slave, one of the all-time best songs. Surprisingly written by Bruce Dickinson. It's such a cool guitar riff that in that song, but you don't really expect the singer to have done that instead of somebody else. And then of course, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. For the longest time, the longest epic. People freak out when this gets performed live. I certainly do. Um, Before that, Back in the Village is a good song, but I don't think it's quite at the level of some of the others. But then, of course, you've got Lost for Words. It's an interesting instrumental. If I played that in my house back in the day, my mom would make me turn that off because of some of the harmony guitars. It's one of those songs where it sounds like they have three or four guitars on there, even though there's only two of them. Flash of the Blade and Duelists, those are both good songs, but again, I think it's a little bit weaker in the middle of this album. So, but this is one of the albums where they really come together more and more. You can definitely hear that they have hit their stride. You know, it's their second album with the classic lineup, and you can kind of tell that they've really gelled.